Camp Summit, upstate New York,
Oh, okay.
near Brewster. Yeah.
So up until this point, still New York.
Yeah, the Camp Summit. Yeah, but
Okay.
no, but we don't go there anymore. The camp had probably maximum capacity, I think 200, and little by little started becoming too small
Yeah.
to accommodate. But no, we had some great camps there for a few years, and I remember in that camp, the preacher said, "Once you ask the Lord," which was el hermano Reynel Gales.
Mm.
He said, "Once you ask the Lord that once you give your life to the Lord and tell the Lord, here's my life. If there's si hay algún valiente, algún joven valiente que le quiera decir al Señor, aquí está mi vida." And I said, I can do that. I can go forward. And I went forward, and I remember that day the Lord touched my life.
Mm.
The Lord touched my life, and I got on my knees and I said, "Why am I crying, Lord?" And I just started crying and crying and crying and crying, and when I got up from that altar, there was no one left. Everybody had gone, and I had been there for a while, and then
Oh, everyone left, and you were
everybody
the
left.
you were the only one there.
Even and only the pastor was there, and he said, "How you doing?" And I'm like, okay, let's go drink coffee." He invited me a coffee,
Oh.
and then he said, "That's the Lord touch that has touched